If you've been thinking about living a healthier and more sustainable life recently, you'll really appreciate today's video where we discuss the top 5 reasons to consider adding microgreens to part of your daily life. Hello, and welcome to Blossom Hill Microgreens. My name is Ryan, and we're dedicated to raising awareness and creating a healthier life for you and your loved ones through microgreens. Today, we're going to be discussing my top 5 reasons to consider growing microgreens at your home. If you have any questions at all about microgreens, I'd love it if you could post them in the comment section. It'll give me a great opportunity to know the kind of questions that you're most interested in. And I really appreciate that. Also, if you're into microgreens, please consider subscribing so you'll be updated with new videos as they are introduced into our community. So the first one, the big reason that microgreens are especially awesome is nutrients. Now, of course, I don't want to discuss and drown you in nutritional data, but certainly microgreens are a great source of nutrients, in particular calcium, potassium, magnesium, and zinc. Also, a lot of, in fact, most microgreens have a higher nutritional content than even their mature plants. So it gives you the opportunity to get the same, if not better, taste and the same, if not better, nutritional value than the mature plants that you're accustomed to. And microgreens have a wide variety of vegetables and fruits that you're accustomed to eating. Things, broccoli, kale, all of the lettuces, and just a wide variety. Here, right in front of you, this is a salad mix. It has broccoli, kale, kohlrabi, arugula, red acre cabbage, and a southern giant mustard. So it's considered a spicy variety. Of course, there's multiple varieties. But the great thing is this is one seed package that has all 6 of them, and you can grow them, and it's great. There's also some others. These are all sunflowers here, and I'm growing some basil up there. So all of the microgreens are very common to what you would see in the store, but they just have a much better nutritional content. The second item that I like to bring up is a shorter growing season. Microgreens typically take around 10 days to maybe about 3 weeks. That's really about the ideal, seeding them to harvest. Some of them are on the shorter side of that, like sunflowers. Other ones can take close to 3 weeks. But the point is, that is in stark contrast to if you grow something out in your garden where harvests are oftentimes maybe 2 or 3 months. And so the shorter growing period allows you to, reduce a lot of the risk and variance in gardening. But the third reason that I like to highlight is microgreens have a much greater flexibility to grow indoors. So in particular, I'm thinking about, apartments, but also even in many urban environments where even if you have a home in most major cities, you're not going to have a large, footprint to garden. And so the great thing about microgreens is they can grow just as easily indoors. And in fact, frankly, they actually prefer it because you can create a much more stable environment for microgreens indoors. And you don't have to worry about, the likelihood of pests getting into your microgreens indoors is much less likely than of course, outdoors in the wild nature. So, even if beyond your home, if you have, the right kind of office, you could eat anywhere that has any kind of, certainly access to because natural light is great too. You don't have to have artificial light, but definitely the inside environment is great. And this ties into the fourth reason, which is weather is less likely to have a negative impact on crops when you're growing microgreens. Weather can be really finicky, and even if you're not likely to hit have an issue with frost, for example, if you're in the southern United States compared to the northern, there's still the issue of if you have if you have a big rainstorm, or if you have an early dry spell, in either of those cases, weather can have a bigger impact, and nothing's worse than putting a lot of effort into something and then having the weather destroy your effort. And so microgreens provide a nice opportunity to, when you're consistently providing a water, and for example, you can avoid having either a hailstorm or a large amount of rain really dampen your crops and wreck them. The fifth and final reason I'd like to highlight is the savings in money. The seeds are not really expensive at all, and so when you think about this large flat I have in front of me, it was a little bit smaller than 1 by 2 feet, and you could make probably 10 salads out of this at least, and that's something that if you think about what does a salad cost if you go to a restaurant, $6, $7, $10 depending upon the type of restaurant. And it's not going to be, frankly, the quality of a homegrown microgreen salad packed full of nutrients. And what is, something's going to be costing you like 50 cents. So, there's a huge money-making opportunity as far as saving money by being able to grow your own food. And I think, I wanted to, whereas I thought about all of these great benefits to microgreens at the beginning of the year when I wanted to live a healthier lifestyle, with all the craziness associated with COVID-19 and all of the anxiety associated with this, knowing that you can produce some of your own food at home is really a great stress reliever, because you're not 100% dependent upon a market or upon the ability to travel. That you actually have something that you can count on that's very sustainable, and that doesn't even discuss all of the issues with the virus, and being close to other people or shopping in stores where yes, they might have it, but do you really want to pick your lettuce out of a produce section where 300 people have walked by it in the past few hours and touch, because remember, most fruits you want, a lot of the fruits and vegetables, you want to look at them, you want to feel them, and because you want to see if they're ripe or not. Well, those are all danger signs now. And that's something that, we know as far as we can tell that this recent, that this COVID-19 is a totally, there's nothing, intentional or maleficent at all in it. It's just totally something that just pops up. But, I remember Bill Gates talking years ago about the fact that, that the next killers, it won't be some big kind of like a military type of conflict, but we have to watch out for these kind of more biological things that we can't see, things that we can't hear. And, even COVID-19, it's not COVID-19 because there's been 18 before it, and this is like a new iteration. It's just, they call it COVID-19 because it opened up, and we learned about it in the end of 2019. That's where the 19 comes from. So it's something that, who knows what the future is going to bring, but microgreens provide an opportunity for you to create a little bit of safety and a little bit of security in your own homestead, beyond saving money, beyond the nutritional value and everything else. And so that's one of the main reasons that really motivated me to discuss this with you, because I know that doing anything new can feel sort of risky, and you're not sure if you want to go through it. But I really think that you'll appreciate taking the first step and considering microgreen. So again, I want to thank you. Please consider subscribing. Also, if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them either in the comments or of course on future videos. So Thank you very much again, and have a great day. Take care.